Welcome to the third episode of the new Dad Rock. Whoa, wait, episode 3? Huh? What happened to episode 2?
Well, Keith, we did the pavement one, episode 1.
I remember that.
We did that kind of mission statement one. That wasn't really an episode. That's like episode 0. So we had episode 0, episode 1 was pavement, and this is now episode 3.
Okay. So this one's about Radio Static, which was our no-format midnight to 2 a.m. radio show back in the fall and winter of 93. So it was only midnight to 2 a.m.? I've been telling people it was the 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. show.
It could have been, honestly. if that's how you want to remember, that's totally cool with me.
Are you sure it was the midnight to 2, or are you open to the possibility it might have been 2 to 5?
I am open to that possibility. I really am.
That's
ridiculous if we did, but it
was 3 hours. It was 3 hours. I think that's why I'm right.
I think it does make sense for the shenanigans we got ourselves into.
Totally, because it was so fucking hard to stay up. It was not hard to stay up to midnight. Like, I knew how to stay up to midnight. I remember, like, just having to be awake until, like, and soberish. Like, it wasn't like you'd be at, like, the Idol and roll into the show. Like, I remember starting from, like, was it 32 North Street? I remember starting from there and just, like, having to stay fucking awake until then. Man, it was cold. Yeah. It was good. It was great. I love that time. So, and one of the songs that we loved was this Bark Market song called Radio Static.
Yeah, that was our intro to every episode. It was this totally atonal, dissonant, like, guy with distorted vocals, like, I am the man from the apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's not what he said at all. But
totally, but I mean, we were listening to Skinny Puppy, Bark Market, Jawbox, The Mercury Rev, Tool, Reverend Horton Heat, Morphine. I mean, Pavement, Crooked Rain was this time for us.
Yeah, Afghan Wigs, PJ Harvey, 9 Inch Nails was big back then.
Is this like when we drove up to get like Pearl Jam's like 10 album? Maybe that's 94. No, it had to be this year.
No, that's like that's it wasn't 10. It was the second one with the goat on the cover there.
Oh, is that not 10? Oh, 10's the good one. Yeah.
Whatever the second one is.
Yeah, 11. Just like episode 3. Like, what? Anyway, sorry.
It makes total sense if you think about it.
Dude, do you remember that episode we did where, like, somehow we had Abraham Lincoln giving a speech at Gettysburg?
Like, we had the whole Battle of Gettysburg, like, with musical accompaniment at, like, 3:35 a.m.
Yeah, it was totally a 2 to 5 show. We did that, and then we would also, like, mix other shit into it, like, so other people talking. So we'd go from, like, Gettysburg to, like, I don't know, just, like, whatever we could find in that studio. So we were...
Oh, I'm sure we were probably playing both records at the same time, with Lincoln doing the Gettysburg Address, obviously not Lincoln, but somebody reading his words.
Yeah.
And we probably had, like, you know, Beethoven or something on the other.
Yeah.
We just begged people to call in.
Dude, I swear to you, like, it was the same night, or as part of the whole Gettysburg program we had, we were playing VFW by Very Fucked Up World by Dead Milkmen, and then we got a call from our station manager before they could burst into the chorus of A Fucked Up World.
But she called us so fast that we, like, got it. We did get it off the air before they got to the chorus, which, I mean, it's a 2.5 minute song, so
dude,
do the math.
I gotta tell you, I swear that means she was listening to the show like 98% of the time. Like she was always just listening to the radio. Like, what happened to her? That'd be fascinating, dude. I hope she made it in New York City or LA and got in the music scene.
The last I heard was, and this is 93, the last I heard of her was like 94, and she was like hanging out with Ween and New Hope. So that's good.
Yeah, totally. I wish I was hanging out with Ween and New Hope in 94.
Feel the heat, man.
Well, yeah. Anyway, we were begging anyone to call in.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an all-request show. That was, like, technically, and that's why we could play whatever.
You know what's so funny is that we were both business majors, but we didn't put together the fact there's no audience at 2 a.m. to run an all-request song. Or we did, and we were just like, fuck it, we can play whatever we want, which I think is what probably happened.
Yeah, I think that was the pretense that we agreed to do an all request show because we didn't want to play their format. Like, I mean, if you were just a regular college kid that was like, I want to get into radio, let me do a radio show, like, the format would help you. And, you know, my first year, like, my sophomore year, my first year on the radio show, that was the fall that Nirvana came out. Like, I was playing Nirvana, totally. Like, you know, a month or so like as that wave was cresting, like I was one of those college rock DJs playing Nirvana, but you know, not by choice. It was just in the format. So I remember it was like Drain You. It wasn't even the big hit.
Funny thing is, the requests we got were not from the college kids or from the local town population.
Yeah, I mean, I remember getting one request ever, and it was November Rain
by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, that song's like 10 minutes long. It's like totally not the radio format of WGSU.
They probably just wanted to shut us up. It was probably like 4:48. They're like, those fuckers are done at 5. If they play this song, we're out of here before Lincoln comes back.
Yeah, that's probably it. They're like, what's the longest song you can think of? Request it.
Man, so 93-94 was just unbelievably fruitful, both for me and you, but really for the music scene. I don't know what even happened in the second half of the 90s. Was there a second half of the 90s?
EDM came in. That was like electronic music was going to take over. The Chemical Brothers, and, you know, that was the late 90s. Techno was all the rage. And, you know, I guess it depends.
That's true.
It depends what drugs you're doing, I guess.
It really does. Really does. Because, to be fair, the second now I know where the 90s are, I moved to San Francisco and got into house music, and, like, I totally didn't listen to, like, I mean, Neutral Milk Hotel. So, actually, maybe for a later
it's not
episode.
House music at all. It's hotel. No, but hotel is not a house.
No, Neutral Milk Hotel and Olivia Tremor Control and Moss Mouse. Those are the only bands I remember in the late 90s.
Did you say the Afghan Wigs?
Oh, well, no, but Gentleman was the only album I really like.
Yeah, Black Love was 96, though, and 1965 was 98. That was a brilliant album.
Yeah, you know, you were always a better Afghan Wigs fan than me.
I'm a better Afghan Wigs fan than most people. I don't know that they're that popular.
Oh, man.
What about Motorhomes? They were big in the late 90s.
Totally. I still have the amp. No, I don't have that amp. I have the amp from Slip of the Tusk.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've noticed, we have not been interrupted by the bird this week, so...
So, Nelson survives the bird for the third episode.
I think that's what may have happened here. We did a radio show 93, 94, so I think let's, in the coming weeks, do an episode. We'll just talk about that music that was going on then. I mean, we listed a bunch of bands off the top of our head. We didn't even get into the hip-hop side of things. You know, MC 900 Foot Jesus, not that that's really old school, but, you know, The Chronic was out. That's when Snoop Dogg was coming out. I mean, it was...
Dude, my first live shows were like Me, Find Me, and Disposable Heroes of the Hypocrisy, and Arrested Development. I did see... Public Enemy, Ice-T, House of Pain.
Did you see the guys that did Bad Boys?
I did at the Wetlands. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing one-hit wonders. Too. Oh my God, yeah. That was a great night.
Yeah, Far Side, De La Soul. There were so many good. I mean, that's. Oh man, so much good music from 93, 94. We were spoiled and we didn't even know it.
Oh no, man. We listened to a lot of music though. We definitely like Afghan Wigs really stuck with me. I remember,
You just said you didn't like them.
No, that Gentleman album, dude. It's one of my top 10 Desert Island MP3s.
You're gonna get to a desert island with your like CDs, and all they're gonna do is have a cassette tape. And you're gonna
you know what it is?
Oh, those hipsters with their cassettes.
No, I'd love to win the lottery and produce this show. This is what we're going to do. It's called Desert Island Music. But what you do is you put someone on a desert island and they have to survive for a week. And then at the end of the week, they go, what band do you want to hear? And then you fly the band to the desert island where they play them a song and then they fucking leave again. And then they have to survive another week flying their second favorite band. So at 10 weeks, you've seen 10 of your favorite bands.
Like, what if you're like, I want to hear Nirvana, man.
Well, oh, that's interesting.
I want to hear Blind Melon.
You know what? You get those the bands that play backup for The Voice or any of those music shows.
The Voice winner sings Nirvana.
Totally. Yeah, that's what makes it hell. This is like a Sartre fucking novel now. Desert Island Music written by John Paul Sartre.
Host with your host, Stephen Keith.
Totally. Dead Dad Music Rock. Peace. All right, that's a wrap.
There's your sign off.
So, listen, we need a cool sign off. That's all I'm saying.